What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out, man. Look, the world keeps getting softer and softer and softer as we go through, as we progress through this thing called life. And it just seems like every day it's a new story about a company or a person or a human being somewhere out there that is just displaying full bitch madeness to the entire world. And they can't take something as simple as criticism. All right. Simple criticism and feedback saying, hey, you're doing it wrong. Do better next time. Done. Nope. We can't do that, man. We're going to get our feelings hurt off of all of this. And now we ready to sue. All right. Check out this post by 80 Level. Apparently, Ubisoft has reportedly enlisted a team of lawyers to sue players who harass Assassin's Creed Shadows developers. You're going to sue you. If you have, listen. And it says right here, the harassment remains unanswered. So what do they mean by harassment? They don't say. They don't say what it means to harass somebody. So best believe if you come out and criticize these cats in any kind of way, yeah, that's harassment. That's harassment. You're harassing me. You'll be hearing from our lawyers. All right. See you in court. It's absolutely, look, these intimidation tactics, trying to quiet down feedback and criticism from your paying customers. This is what blows me away. Like, they're talking about the players. And it's like, yo, this is your paying customers, bro. These are the people that are buying your game, that are putting money in your pocket. You're basically incentivizing people like, oh, you know what? Like, if people took it seriously, I'm not buying the game. I'm not going to play the game lest I get on some forum somewhere or I put a Twitter post and, you know, I criticize the game and they constitute that as some sort of harassment. You know, I'll just stay away from Ubisoft games from now on. That's what I'll do, because Ubisoft's the one that's trying to sue me. They're trying to take money out of my pocket after they already took money out of my pocket by giving me a dog shit game. Can I get my money back? They'll probably consider that harassment, man. Can I get a refund on the game? Oh, you're harassing us. This is absolutely wild shit, man. But again, this is the state of the world, right? So yeah, here's the article. Ubisoft ready to sue players for harassing Assassin's Creed Shadow developers. Now, look, I agree that nobody should be doing death threats. That's stupid. That's out. You know, nobody should be sitting there talking, doxing, all of that. Nah, don't do all of that. That's crazy. All right. That's real harassment. But see, they don't go through this thing and tell you what harassment is. All they say is the studio has an entire team monitoring Twitter posts and YouTube videos. So is my video right here that I'm making, is this considered harassment? I don't know. They don't bother to actually tell you what the harassment is. All it says is they had a disastrous 2024, which we know, and it was widely considered their worst in years in its history, and whose future might depend on the success of the new Assassin's Creed installment, gearing up for release, supposed to be dropping in a couple of days. So they did an interview with a Ubisoft employee out there in France, whose identity remained undisclosed, revealed that the company has an anti-online harassment plan prepared for the Shadows release. Reportedly, the company has a dedicated team on standby, monitoring networks such as Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit, and ready to act quickly in case of a targeted attack, offering psychological and legal support to employees who may be targeted. Apparently, Ubisoft is so concerned about the backlash that it has even advised developers not to post on social media that they work at Ubisoft to avoid harassment. Yeah, see, I would do that. Like, yeah, stay off of social media. If you are that, like, soft and weak that you can't handle criticism coming directly from your customers, and they may say anything, you know what? Don't go on social media. Social media, nobody is forcing you to go on social media. You can stay off of there and just, you know, read the reviews on IGN. I'm sure they'll love the game, all right? Just go ahead and read your favorite reviewers and bask in the glow of, you know, whatever. And then that's it. Don't go on social media, because that's where the real people are talking and they're saying, yeah, this is trash, this is dog shit or whatever. And, you know, you can't handle that. You're soft, you're a weak person. Don't go on social media. Yes, I would agree with that. Perhaps the most surprising detail, however, is the employees claim that lawyers are already prepared to file complaints in the event of confirmed harassment situations. And as is often the case with statements like this, the wording raises questions as to what Ubisoft considers harassment. Yeah, like they need to define that, you know, because that's such a wide open-ended kind of, you know, definition that you can apply to this word. What do you mean by harassment? You know, if I put a post up and I say, yo, man, the developers, man, they dog crap. They are trash. If they just, a general statement like that, the developers of Assassin's Creed Shadows, you guys suck. Is that harassment? Is that something that they can consider harassment and then come after you in court? I don't know. I don't think this thing is going to go far again. I believe this is just simply an intimidation tactic. And they're putting this information out there. They're saying, hey, if you say something, so mind your manners. Like, that's basically what they're trying to do. But ultimately, like, what claim would they really have? Unless you're doing something stupid like death threats, all right, or doxing, following them home, like doing weird shit like that. Okay, yeah, you probably deserve a lawsuit slapped on your ass for dumb shit like that. But if all you're doing is just like roasting them on social media, right? You make a YouTube video, you clowning, you laughing at them or whatever. Like, come on, man, that's fair game. All right? That's absolutely fair game. It's clear that some are worried Ubisoft might also classify harmless trolling and criticism of Assassin's Creed Shadows and its creators as harassment and use the lawyers as an intimidation tactic, which would be equally unacceptable. That's all it is. That's all I think this is. This is just intimidation, trying to silence their customers. Can y'all believe that? Most times, it's like, all right, guys, look, we made a dog shit game. The customers wasn't rocking with it. Let's accept that feedback. And, we'll try to do better next time, and leave it at that. That's what most creatives do. If you're a real creative and you care and you're not butthurt over every little thing, basically all you're going to say is, like actors, writers, directors, they get that all the time. You've never heard about any feedback from somebody saying, oh, this actor is trash. This actor can't act. Like that. Is that harassment? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be harassment to me. It's just, again, feedback. Hey, get some acting lessons. Get back to acting class. Take some writing lessons. Get back to writing class. Learn your craft a little bit better. It's the same thing with any kind of, like developers. Anybody that's creating something, you should be wide open to public scrutiny, and anybody can say anything they want to as long, again, as it isn't a death threat, because I think that's out, or something like you deserve to die or whatever. Like, that's stupid. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't go that far, but everything else is fair game. No doxing, no following people home, no messing with their families, that kind of stuff. I think most reasonable people understand that. I don't understand Ubisoft. This seemed very, very, like, just weak in my opinion, man. But yeah, so anyway, a lot of people are chiming in on that, obviously. This guy, Ron Mexico, this is what desperation looks like and sounds like. Maybe it'd have been easier for the women in Montreal not to put their erotic BBC fantasy with Yasuke in the game to avoid it in the first place. Yo, look, real talk. He's talking about the women. All right. I cannot imagine a man having any issues, basically saying I need a lawyer, unless, again, it's something egregious. I cannot imagine somebody going to a Twitter post, a man, and being like butthurt over that or whatever. Just like, man, whatever. Move on. People talk about me on Twitter all the time, man. I just ignore it and move on. I got other shit to do. But these cats here, man, I guarantee you, he's right, man. It's probably these women, these Montreal women. Again, just go and make a better game. How about that? Just make a better game. Learn from your mistakes. Your audience is talking to you. Are you listening? When they dogging your shit out, just learn from that. Move on. Do something else, all right? This guy here, Harass, points out inaccuracy in AC Shadows. That's harassment. He's like, what? Lawyer up, motherfucker. I mean, really, man? That's what it's going to come down to, man. It's going to come down to silly shit like that. Again, it's all intimidation tactics. That's it. That's all. This guy, Rhino, for people who are assuming that this means they'll sue players for criticism, do you really think any court will take a harmless criticism into consideration, let alone Ubisoft spending lawyers for countless cases of benign criticism from all around the world, of which 99... Listen, I get what he's saying, and I agree. I think what it is just intimidation. Mind your manners, keep your mouth shut, because you never know when you might get dragged into court. No, they don't have to take all the players all over the world to court. They just need to, pick a couple examples. Make an example of somebody. That's what they could do. All right, I'm going to go get, Bob from New Jersey. All right, Bob, we hauling you into court because you said something negative online, and now we're going to try to sue you for that. That's it. And then that story goes viral, and then everybody's like, oh, shit, they serious about this. And then everybody's going to calm down. That's what they want. That's what they think is going to happen. Or people will just, again, preemptively mind their manners and not criticize the game too hard or whatever. Listen, they got to pull out all the stops. They got to make sure that there's no criticism whatsoever. They have to. All right. Like they said in that article, the company's entire existence may depend on this game doing well. So, yeah, they got to put out all of these little old scare tactics to try to intimidate you to being nice to the game, being quiet about the game. If you don't like it, they got to do it. This shows you, again, like this guy was saying, this shows you how desperate they are. This is pure desperation. They know, you know, I know, we all know that this game is probably going to be trash. It's probably going to get destroyed. That's why they've bumped it back umpteen times. It is what it is. But anyway, what do y'all think about this situation, man? I think, like, look, this game, I think it comes out later this week. I'll be watching Kata's channel to see Kata play it and go through it. I think he's getting it. And watching him just, like, pull his wave out. Just got his hands in his fist. It's like, man, this game is terrible. I'm looking forward to that. But you guys let me know what y'all think about this situation. Do you think this is real? Do you think it's just intimidation? Or do they really have an army of lawyers ready to come after gamers? Their own customers. That is just wild, man. That's wild to me. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.